Hello everybody, this is Dr. Hart and I'd like to show you how to use the TitanPad tool that we're going to be using when we're drafting our paragraphs in the discussions. So it's really a very simple process and I'm going to take you through it step by step. So let's start with opening up the discussion here. And in this case, I'm going to open up the school uniforms discussion. And that's in the D2L course. So let's open that up. And now what you're going to see is that I have developed, or I've assigned TitanPads to all of you. And so each of you has a new discussion thread already created for you in the school uniforms discussion. And this is Werner's at the top. And then you'll notice that there's a link here, and it says titanpad.com/ and then there's a code. So I'm going to open up Werner's discussion thread here, and we're going to see that same code right here. So open up your discussion thread and then go to the link. And I'm going to open up the link, and this is what Werner is going to see, and this is what you're going to see when you first open up your TitanPad. So this is what the TitanPad looks like. This is like a pad of paper or a sheet of paper. It's all blank basically, except for these very simple little policies here, or statements. Here's your name up here, and then here's a color, okay? So let's pretend that I'm Werner, and I'm going to start writing a paragraph here. Okay. And you could continue on and write and write and write and write and write and write. Okay. So that's how you would write your paragraph. And in this case, Werner's going to write a paragraph about whether school uniforms should be required in schools, and you're going to write a paragraph about whether school uniforms should be required in schools. Okay. Then you go up to Saved Revisions, and you click on that button, and you'll see that little drop down come down, and then you click the blue Save Now button, and that's saved. Okay? So that's the start. All right? You write your paragraph, you do saved revisions, and then you click the Save Now blue button. All right. Now, let's look at how we use, there's a chat over here on this side of the page. And let's take a look at how we use that. All right? I'm going to go to a TitanPad that was developed by a student in the last module, because this person used the TitanPad all the way through the module and did a very good job of it. And there are some very good examples of how to use the TitanPad. Okay. Now, this is Victoria Santijan, and the topic that she's writing about is going to be the next topic, not the school uniform topic, but the next topic, which is the steps in registering for school. So the first thing that she did is she wrote her paragraph about how to register for school. Okay, so she wrote all of that out. All right. Then she clicked on Save Revisions, she clicked the blue button, and that was that created the paragraph. Now, I went in using the link to Victoria's TitanPad, and I read her paragraph, and then I wrote in some comments here, and I'm just going to show you how to do that. You write out your statement, and then you can type your chat item there. Now you'll notice that I wrote some extensive comments on March 2nd to Victoria in the chat. But you can also go down here inside of the pad itself, and you can write comments there. Now what's going to happen is when you do that, when you start writing, you're going to see a new color and a new name show up here. I think that you'll see the name. Okay, mine is like Paul Hart up here. Okay, if you don't see your name in the empty spot, just write your name in. Okay, but you'll see a number of different colors, and these colors are used to highlight your comments. Okay, so so Santiago Nicolalde wrote some comments directly in the Titan pad here. And once again, after he was done writing his comments, he went up to Saved Revisions, clicked on Save Revisions, and then he clicked on the blue button. Okay? Juan Varela did the same thing. He wrote some comments right down here. And notice his comments are in a different color than Santiago's, and his comments are a different color from Victoria's. Okay, once again, each of these three people, Victoria, Santiago, and Juan Varela, they wrote their comments. They went up here to Saved Revisions. They clicked on Save Revisions, then they clicked on the blue button, and that saved the revisions. And then all you have to do to close the Titan pad is to simply go up to a tab up here like in your browser and click that. Okay? And it's closed. So then what you'll see, I'll go back to the course now and go back to discussions and back to the school uniforms. Now remember, we didn't write anything except for that test statement, but here's that test statement. I just clicked on the link to Werner's Titan pad. Here's my statement that I wrote in there. The reason that my statement is not a different color is that this is Werner's Titan pad. So I think if I do this, and if I do this, then that's how Werner would see my comments. Okay? Once again, go up to Saved Revisions, Save Now. Everything is saved. Close the Titan pad, and we will go back to the discussion, I believe. Okay? So that's how we use the Titan pad, and it's a very powerful tool for giving people an opportunity to comment on your writing, to insert suggestions into your writing. I may be doing that, and when I do that, I'll be inserting comments directly into your Titan pad paragraph, but my comments will be in a different color than what you wrote. Okay, so you'll be able to see what I wrote versus what you wrote. And then also people can simply type in a comment in the chat area about your writing. So that's how to use the Titan pad. And what's going to happen is that after the school uniforms discussion, I'm going to take each of these Titan pads and I'm going to copy it down to the next discussion. And the next discussion, as I said, is about registering for school. It's a process paragraph. What are the steps for registering for school? And we'll just keep building onto that Titan pad so that you can see how your writing is progressing from one topic to the next. Okay? So that's how to use the Titan pad. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.